Topics, games, and unforgettable interviews. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Justin.
Hi. Hi, JoJo. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm cold. Hell.
Oh, you cold?
Feel my hands.
Oh, you're dead again.
You know white people die so fast in the wintertime, and our hands be freezing. Oh, thank you, love. JoJo's warming me up over here, y'all,
Hi.
for the special Thursday.
Hi, Diddy.
Again, Happy New Year's to everybody. I'm going to stop. This is my last time saying it because I'm tired.
Sure?
It's the 9th, and I'm tired of saying it, but this is the last time. Happy New Year's. All right, we moving past it. We into 2020 now.
We are in 2020.
Yes, foot is in the door, and we have a lot going on.
Yes, we do.
Don't we?
Yes. Yes,
Jonea's
we
got
do.
a lot she's trying for in 2020. She's got a lot of
Yes.
changes coming up.
Yes, I'm trying for a baby.
What? Oh, I'm about to say, hold up, this is news.
He said yes,
you
what?
can't tell me news on air and not
joking.
tell me beforehand.
No babies.
No babies? Oh, I would love you to have a baby. I could be a godfather.
Yes.
Wouldn't that be cute?
Yes.
No,
ship,
we
ship baby off to Godfather.
We have a fun time. But they going back to your house after I sugar them all up. Okay?
Why would you do that?
Because I'm not taking care of no dang
But
crazy
why would
children.
you sugar them up before you send them home?
So you can see how excited they are to come back
Oh
home
my
and be with
gosh.
you.
Yes, he's
Hello?
terrible.
Yes, I am a little terrible. But we have a wonderful guest coming to the table in just a few moments
Yes,
to interview with us. This is her first time with us, not her first time at Radio on Fire, but she is joining us today for the first time on Out the Box radio show. And we are really happy to be interviewing with Miss Tammi Rogers. Woo! Miss Tammi, we are really excited. She is over here to my right. How you feeling, Tammi? Scream out.
I'm feeling great. That's what
I
I'm
love
talking
it.
about.
She's bringing the energy today. Yes. She is going to be coming with us at the table in just a moment to get to know a little bit more about what she has in store. Dr. Seuss, bitch. Okay. But before we bring Tammi to the table, I do want to ask you some questions, Jonay.
Oh my God.
At least I want to ask you one. Because, lately, I like social media.
Yes.
I'm all over social media. Love Facebook, love Instagram. And I be doing my little scrolling through and looking at celebrity pages and social media influencers and all that. A lot of people get on my nerves for different reasons. Some people, I wish they would just delete their page. They just annoy the hell out of me.
Okay.
Do you ever feel that way?
Yes.
Okay, I want to know from you, who on social media, let's aim for someone maybe more mainstream, celebrity, could be musician or actor, whoever, or a social media influencer who's well known, who just annoys you and you don't want to look at their page.
I'm quite sure this person is a friend of the network.
Uh-oh. Now she gon'
But
We're trying to
mean-
gain viewers, not make enemies.
no, why would it
Oh,
be
no.
you? But this person has been irritating me for years, to the point where I just stopped following her on social media altogether.
Oh.
And she just recently did a interview with the Breakfast Club, and
Who is she?
Lil Mo.
Oh, Lil Mo. You don't like Lil
She
Mo?
irritates
Oh, Lil Mo.
everything out of me. It's just
Oh, it's
for
sad.
so many different reasons.
Yeah, name a good
So
reason.
okay, one of them is like she's she's very extra, but it's not like a sincere extra, because I know of her from before, like the Love and Hip Hop and the R&B divas and the stuff like that. She is just way too extra for me, like way over the top for no fucking reason. And then, I'm a Christian, she's a Christian. Her dad's a pastor, mine is a pastor. We're both PKs, and like when she got with her ex-husband, it was like.
Plural?
No, the last one. When she got with the last one, who's a Muslim, it was like she just really completely turned me off. And I don't have any beef with any other.
Was she crazy?
Like really all in, it was like y'all going to y'all like really condemning people that went to church. Like you didn't grow up in church. Like your family still isn't all involved in that. So you condemning them as well. And I knew that whole situation wasn't going to work out because they were unequally yoked, and you were once again being extra, trying to be something that you're not. Just be true to who you are.
Yeah, I don't
you
like
feel what I'm saying? Like just be who you are. She's not genuine to me.
Wow.
She's
okay.
not. Oh my God. That's just one thing.
I think that Jonay is a lot lighter in spirit right now because it seemed like that was really weighing down.
Yes, like
as far
everybody knows.
as far as this topic,
oh
you know,
yeah,
maybe
everybody
not in life,
knows that
Wow.
she's never been my cup of tea.
Wow.
Just her personality.
I don't know her too much. I like Lil Mo, but I liked her when she was on the radio.
And and I don't like how she be coming at people about singing. Sweetheart, let me tell you something. There's a difference between carrying a note and really singing. You can carry a really, really, really great note.
But you can't sing, honey.
But when it comes down to singing, you have missed lots of notes.
Ooh.
Okay, you have been off of pitch several times. So when she came at, I'm not a Queen Naija fan. But when she came at, I'm not to say like I don't like her, but as far as like her music, I'm not a fan.
I like her music. I don't know.
But don't come at that girl like, are you upset because you didn't have the opportunity to do the cipher? Like, don't come at her like that as if you are the person that. I mean, that's fine. Like, don't come at her as if like you're the person that like really talk about how somebody sings and them being like how they sing. You could not. Come on, you think that you could hold a candle to goddamn who was singing on that cipher with her? Kelly Price? Hell no. She was on the cipher with Kelly Price. Queen Naija was, and she's like she can, and just shut up. You can't either.
Oh no!
Are you trying to say that Little Mo can't sing better than Queen Naija?
What I'm trying to say is that Little Mo is not in a position to say that anybody.
I don't want to compare her to Queen Naija. I like Queen Naija.
There is no comparison.
I'm saying she may not live in the range of Kelly Price, but she's above the range of Queen Naija.
I'm not. Listen, you're missing my point as always. He's always missing my point. My point is that I'm not comparing the two of them.
Out. I'm saying she can call out some people, but she can't call out everybody. But that girl she can call out.
Queen Naija and Little Mo. I'm just saying that Little Mo is not on any level ever able to say that somebody can or can't sing when she misses notes right and left, when she is not always on pitch. Like when you can sing to me like Brandy
Brandy misses some notes too.
Brandy ain't never missed no note.
Yeah.
Brandy ain't never missed no note. And
okay.
She don't like Lil Mo.
She took the energy, so I'm gonna let her have the energy, and she's gonna keep it. She's gonna keep the energy, okay?
Yes, I am.
Okay, well, I'm going to say as far as social media, because I went from loving this bitch to hating the hoe, okay? And that would be Nene Leakes from Housewives of Atlanta. Let me tell you why.
I thought you was going to say Kenya.
Oh, Kenya is dead. She's already dead. She's already dead, so she doesn't even deserve the words out of my mouth. And that's why her husband's cheating on her. Ooh. But besides that,
with a man,
probably Apollo, because that makes two good couples. You want to watch that movie, don't you? if they released a prison movie, girl. Okay, no. Nene gets on my damn nerves. But let me tell you why.
Why?
I used to actually thoroughly enjoy Nene because of her humor, and her personality was so live and energetic, and where she came from to where she was a couple years ago, I enjoyed seeing her growth. Now she done got way too over herself for whatever other little gigs are going on and stuff, and now she thinks everyone's out to get her, and she's claiming everyone to be victims.
Yeah.
And she has always something negative to say about everybody and nothing positive. And every season she's switching who she's friends with. Maybe it's production setting it up that way. It could be a little bit of production. But the fact that she's not consistent.
Yeah.
And she always got a damn attitude now.
Yeah.
That's not cute no more. Lose the attitude, girl.
She's always, she's argued with everybody.
Everybody.
At some point you have to say.
Girl, you still getting your checks.
At some point you got to say, is it me?
She's never gonna ask herself that because she's never gonna put the finger at herself.
She's never going to.
She has way too much of an ego to point the fingers at herself. Well, that's all. She just gets on my damn nerves. That's all. And I wish she would just get on social media. So how do you feel
about this season so far?
I like it, but everyone's waiting to see who the snake is, which we already know because they released.
I know it's Giovanna.
It is Giovanna. They released it last week on the pages, the fan pages. It is Giovanna. The fact that she's been so filthy about not even coming out about it and saying she's like, no, I know who did it, but
I knew it from the first episode that she was
admitted
on, and she admitted
that
she was
has
like,
phone receipts.
She said it.
Yeah, she said it. But
they don't know that.
People don't catch on to certain things. We both caught on to it. Yeah. People don't catch on to that. She admitted it, so
she did.
But I'm interested to see how it actually plays out.
Right. It's very interesting to see Portia and Candy interact the way
have
that
a good
do.
relationship.
Yeah.
Have a good relationship. That's good.
To see.
Portia's always been my favorite. And she probably always will be.
Yes, I love Portia.
And now Candy's the main peach holder. So she's the one making the most money on the show.
She was always, wasn't she?
Oh, no.
Was it Nene?
Nene was always the first. Candy was always between 2 and 3.
Okay.
Portia and Phaedra were always at the very bottom. Poor things. And Sheree. Sheree was underneath the dirt. Sheree was basically...
Well, at least she had a peach. She was on a because Miss Marlo...
Marlo been trying for about 7 years, I think.
Why won't they give her a peach?
Because there's no more available on the tree. The peaches are limited in Atlanta, honey. Not everyone can get one, but Marlo is surely trying. You see, this season she's being the friend to everybody.
Who, Marlo?
Yeah, she's not being disrespectful or mean to that many people. She's a little sassy, but she's befriending a lot of people. She's more friendly with Portia. Of course, always Nene with Cynthia. She's being cool with everybody. Yeah, Candy, she's good.
Marlo, I tell you,
she's good. But yeah, my person's Nene. So anyway, that's all I gotta say about that.
Gotta catch up, girl.
When she yanked that dude out the closet, oh my god, it knocked his tooth out. Oh my god, she's just
wait. She really that happened?
The camera guy?
Really, his tooth?
She chipped his tooth. I don't know if she knocked it out. She chipped his tooth.
Ooh, I'd have whooped her ass.
Yeah, she chipped his tooth because they went into a closet. But you know what? Be careful filming your camera people production. Be careful around any leaks because I hope you got some good insurance on your equipment or take it from her damn paycheck. Take a piece of the peach or something. I mean, damn. Anyways, crazy. We are going to get into our interview with Miss Tammi Rogers. For those of you who are just tuning in, she is here. She's about to come to the table. Before we bring her here, we would love to show you Miss Tammi Rogers' acting reel. She can get a little taste of what she does before she's sitting here right with us.
Yes.
Take a look.
I just can't believe they took my baby from me.
Thank you for coming out. Thank you both.
You don't need to thank us, sir.
I know what you and James are into.
What do you mean?
I'm not blind to what's going on. You two have quite the reputation. I know you two have done some terrible things. Made friends with some terrible people.
Ma'am, we had nothing.
If you really want to help us, find the person who killed my son and make him pay. My son didn't deserve to die. Not like that. So you find him. Now, when the day you were born, I thought you were the greatest gift to this world. And then the older you got, And the more you look like your father, I couldn't take it anymore. And I began to hate you more and more as each day grew on. And that's why I'm sick of you. He left me. He left us. He left me. You were only 2 years old, but he left me.
Now look, Diamond. You cannot play the crickets now. We are back, everybody. That was the acting reel for Miss Tammi Rogers. Tammi has now joined us at the table.
Yes.
Hi.
Wow.
How are you? Welcome, Miss Boss. Thank you, first of all, so much for coming in. We are really excited to have you here. Yes, we really want to talk a lot about this career we have, okay, in acting, because it's quite a career. Okay, it's full. It's a full resume. That's how talented Miss Rogers is down here, okay? We are going to get into all of it.
Yes.
Right now. Are you ready, Tammi?
I don't know if we have enough time to get into all that.
Right, because if we went through the resume, we might need a good 3-hour show. We might just need some more time.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. Y'all just make me feel so good.
Yes. We got to give credit where credit is due.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Maybe I like cards.
Oh, why, thank you. Okay.
Oh, yeah, passing cards. All
Bam,
right.
bam.
Thanks, Miss Tammi.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to jump right into it.
Yes, ma'am.
What inspired you to become an actress? Was this something that has always been in you, or was it something that came later?
It was something that came later. And I'm going to say later because I didn't start till I was 20.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you, I only started because somebody asked me to be in their play.
Oh.
They were like, I wrote a play and I would love for you to be in it. And I was like, play? Like stage play? Now, granted, I'm a play connoisseur. So ever since I went to my first play, I was 4 years old. I couldn't, someone had me up on a lap, trying to see. And so I went to plays that came to town, but to actually think that I could do it, I'm like, oh. So when they asked me, I said, okay, I'll try it. I was like, sounds nice, you know. So he wrote the play, and then we did the play twice, you know, 2 different times. And then I still didn't think too much about it. And then I started going. So some years later, I started going to a church, and they had a drama ministry. And so I was in like a couple of their plays, and I still, you know, I still wasn't feeling it because I grew up singing. So I was always on choirs and always singing and stuff like that. And so I was like, acting, do I really think I have what it takes to act, really? So I really didn't think I could do it. Right. I really didn't. So then, all of a sudden, I changed churches, and shout out to Perfecting Prayer and Praise Ministries.
Shouts out.
And so they had a drama ministry also. And it's like the bug just bit me, and I was like, I can do this. I can do this. And then I didn't think I would love it like I love it now. So
Changed the world, didn't it?
yeah,
Yes.
because I've been acting 32 years now.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay. So what was like in the play? What was the like? Who did you play?
In my very first play? Yeah. He had me playing where I had a sister who was like bougie, and I was like the country girl, you know, going out picking fruits and picking vegetables and stuff like that. And she was a Miss City girl, and we kind of like grew up in the country. So me and her always our heads butted like that all the time. And so it was a scene. I'm reading the script and I'm like, does it say I slap her? And then he's like, yeah. I was like, oh my God, my first play, I'm slapping people. Right. Jesus. So I just, like I said, I love acting now because I've had time to hone it and had time to prepare for it and study for it, and take workshops and classes, and now I just love it.
Love it, yes.
Love it. So now, I teach in something called the Actors Academy.
I see it.
Oh, you see it?
I'm going to come to one of these days.
Okay,
Right.
please come to one.
I'm coming.
Please come to one. Our next one is supposed to be in March.
Okay,
So
I'll be
please
there.
come.
I'll be in.
Where will that be at?
It's we have a studio. We're using a Silk White studio right now,
Okay.
and where he films his different movies and web series and stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
So he's graciously allowed us to use the studio.
Nice.
So it's run by Awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, he was here.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
here.
he interviewed. Yeah, he was with us.
I'm glad you was
Hey,
here.
awesome.
So awesome.
So he asked me to come on board and be the residential acting coach.
Oh,
Nice.
Perfect.
And I was like,
That is a great opportunity. Yeah. Good.
so I just love it. I love helping people get that aha moment
Yep.
where they're like, oh, okay, that's how you do it. Oh,
That's
now
why
it's
she
easier.
did that.
Because you'll be surprised that many people, they'll play a part, but they don't even understand the character.
That's very true.
that they're
Isn't that
playing.
terrible?
That is so true. You can
No, I'm
always
serious.
tell.
That is
Isn't that
terrible.
terrible?
It's terrible. Because
It's so true. And you can tell.
Yeah.
Because it's not, it doesn't
It's not
feel
authentic.
authentic.
And
It
it's not
doesn't
authentic.
feel
if it's-
real.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not,
Feels forced.
You don't want. That's the word I was
Forced,
looking for. You don't
yes.
want to see nothing that's
Very
forced.
much forced.
And it's not comfortable for being the actor trying to
No.
do that either.
It's
So
not.
no, and we can tell. Trust me, we can tell. Other fellow castmates can tell. Plus the people watching the audience can tell if it's not genuine. If you're not the real character, okay?
Exactly. So the Actors
Be the role.
Academy helps out people, because
That's
we
good.
offer different subjects.
That's
And
good.
Wonderful, wonderful time.
Actors Academy.
So
I'll
you're
make sure
gonna
you
have
check
to
it
come.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys, y'all have
Justin
to
and
come.
I are coming.
Okay. Y'all heard that.
Okay, wait.
I'm gonna hold them to it.
Let me ask you a question now. Actors Academy. Okay, so with training or with workshops, do you teach on the different levels or genres of entertainment as far as acting? Like, do you teach drama, comedy?
Yes. It
A little bit
depends
of
on who
everything.
We have teaching the class.
Okay,
Because
so-
we have 4 classes, so it's a month long, and
Oh,
we
okay.
usually have it on Sundays from 2 to 4. And we're already set up what the classes are, so people can sign up for what
Okay.
they want to take.
Okay.
Like we try something new. The last one we had in November, we had an intimacy class.
That's a big
And
one.
people were like, "What? I ain't never heard of that." But you'd be surprised. You need intimacy
need
coaches on set.
Yeah, you
If
do.
you have to
Yeah, you
kiss
do.
somebody, if
Some
you have
people
to
are
touch
uncomfortable
them.
with it.
Exactly. So we learned a lot in that class.
That's good.
So we may be bringing that back.
That would be
in
nice.
March. Yeah.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
That was
I'll be at
awesome.
that one.
Okay. Okay. Janae just
Shut
want
up.
to kiss on some people. Look, the lips are sacred.
I
It's a
don't.
sacred part of
You
your
just want to
body.
kiss on some
Uh-huh.
people. Is what he said.
See, ooh, yes, I love Miss Tammy. We are attacking on both ends.
I see it.
Keep the lips to yourself. Okay.
I saw your little eyes light up when I said intimacy. I said,
The reason why my eyes lit up is because I'm gonna tell you a little story. So whereas you love the stage, I don't. I do not like doing theater. Like that is not.
Okay, so you rather do
It's-
film.
I'd rather
Right.
do film.
Okay, okay.
Film
I'm
is
saying.
my
I'm
love.
saying.
Okay.
I'm saying.
So I did this playwright, and
Is that the one I saw you in?
no.
Oh, okay.
Nope, not
You
that
sure?
one.
You sure?
I'm sure this one was something that I did
Okay.
a couple of years ago.
Okay.
But I had to. There was an intimate scene where I had to kiss this guy.
I think I remember this one. I think you talked about it before.
He was very nervous, like real nervous. And so like we were supposed to go out on a date. Like a real date,
Right.
and
Like
build
offset.
it offset.
Okay.
Got you.
Right.
Yeah,
And
and you
it
gotta
was-
try to build the rapport.
Right, because him and I did not have any chemistry.
Oh
like
my
he was
God.
kind of. They forced him
sucks.
to do that. They forced him to do.
Now
do
that's
that.
the worst.
It was so bad, and so me, I've been acting for a while, and him, he was new. So just being patient with him. But that intimacy part was so important because it had to come off as being authentic. And it had to come off as being real.
Exactly.
And it was
Awkward kissing.
so awkward. But long story short, he wound up not even playing the part.
Oh.
He didn't. He dropped out
Oh, that
because he,
sucks.
it was
Gotcha.
too much for
It was
him.
too much.
But then, because we didn't have an understudy, and it was so like close to show
Yeah,
date.
Showtime. Yeah.
One of the producers, I don't know what she was.
It was this girl, right?
It was a girl.
Uh-huh.
She had to play the part of a guy. And so I had to kiss her.
She had to
And
kiss a
yeah,
girl.
That was my first time ever kissing a girl.
All right,
That was
Miss Perry.
awkward.
I see you, Katie.
But I could,
Did you like it?
No, I didn't. It was
Okay,
awkward,
just
but
checking,
I mean,
just
in
making
the,
sure.
I had a job to do.
Yeah, because the show must go on.
The show must
go on.
But at that moment, not that moment, but the moment that I had to do that whole intimacy, exercise, I realized just how important it is. So the fact that you guys have a whole section of literature
topic.
learning
Whole
and
topic
is
of
a
intimacy.
big thing.
You know who does good at intimacy scenes? Because we've seen it live theater before. Jared.
He does.
Jared's remember we saw Jared's play
Oh yeah.
last
Jared.
year, and he had an intimacy scene, and
I
I
thought
thought
he
they
had
were
a
about to have
crush
sex
on
on the
her.
stage. No, I really thought they were about to
He
get
did
it on.
good.
It was that
As long
real.
as it was believable.
Yeah, that's
Well, I checked my ticket to make sure I didn't buy an X-rated movie because I thought it was about to go down, and I was a little nervous. I wasn't ready for
I
that.
was a little nervous.
I didn't wear no raincoat or no sheets or nothing, so
Oh,
I was
my
like,
God.
Anyways,
The TMI.
so
right.
anyways, there's a lot of moments we gain from experience and exposure in acting and entertainment. And you just mentioned a bit ago, even looking at your resume, you have quite a lot you've done, which is amazing.
Yes.
So I'm gonna take a moment.
Lord.
Yes.
Blessed.
That's a
goals.
blessing.
Stay busy.
Yes. Now, this
So,
will
I mean,
be,
that's the goal, right?
this
Yeah.
will be a tricky one though for you,
Okay.
Tammy,
What
because
you
I
got?
want you to look down at all your productions that you've done. All of them. Don't leave none out. Okay? Yeah, look at the resume. Look at them all. Now tell me, what was your most memorable moment that you would be able to share? Or your most favorite moment that you've had out of all your productions? I know that's a hard
Why
one.
you gonna put me
That's
on
a hard one.
spot like
Uh-huh.
that? You know I have a certain set of directors that I consistently work
She
with.
loves everybody, by the way.
So now you trying to put me on the spot for me to just pick one.
It's hard.
Oh,
Sorry, directors.
wow, Justin.
K.
Let me think. I'm looking at my resume.
K. Michelle once said something. She said, "Cause they think I love them, but I love them all."
I just love
I
that
love 'em
song.
all.
I love that
Yeah,
song.
yeah. She loves you all.
I love
Oh
that.
my God, it's like so many. Don't make me choose.
It's hard.
y'all. Don't make
Okay,
me
then how
choose.
about this? Out of all the ones that you've done, because I don't want to say your most favorite, but which one stood out to you the most based on the type of production it was? Whether it was the most difficult or whether it was something that was unexpected,
Right, like the most challenging
the most
one.
challenging
that
one
pushed
for
you. The
you?
most.
Yeah.
Now, see, that's a different question. So, let me see, which one would I say? You mean whether stage or film?
Either one, yeah.
one? Okay, let me
Theater
see
or
which
film,
one.
yeah.
Kind of push.
And that's a hard one because a lot of times, like Tammy, you don't want to just put your finger on one, especially you have a good experience with all the productions. They're all memorable. I mean, let's be real.
I've had productions
Well-
that were not a good experience.
Yes, I have two. I have two.
Okay, well, I would have to say the one that pushed me the most was Residue Dangers of Entrapment, the one we did.
Oh yes, yes.
And I'm going to tell you why I would say that. Shout out to Roosevelt Jackson.
Hey Roosevelt.
That pushed me the most because I had to play two separate characters that looked completely different.
Really?
I had to play a grandma role, and grandma was something else. Y'all. She was drinking and smoking.
Oh, she was wild.
Yeah.
She's from Baltimore.
She was. You said, excuse me. Excuse me.
I'm just saying, DC over here.
What you trying to say?
So
Anyway. So I had to play the mayor in that
wow.
in that movie, and then I had to switch up, and he brought in a makeup artist who completely changed my whole look, and I was dark skinned.
Oh wow.
So that the contrast was totally like
it
was a light skinned mayor, and then it was a dark skinned grandma.
Oh wow.
And so I would say that was my biggest challenge. That one had the biggest challenge for me.
Nice.
But I loved it the whole time.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds enjoyable. It'd be fun. It's fun.
I was a police officer in that film.
Yeah, that's what she was.
Did you arrest somebody?
Yeah, I arrested somebody.
She sure did.
A couple of times.
Did you have the furry handcuffs? Or,
No, I had
no, not
I remember.
because she wants to do, intense scenes over here. Intimacy.
I remember at the premiere. The premiere was it was so.
It was good.
Yes, the premiere was good.
Was
It was so packed.
It was packed.
Where was the
a lot
premiere?
of whistles at the end of the
Where was the premiere at?
Huh?
Where was the premiere at?
At Charles Theater.
Charles Theater. Downtown.
Okay.
Downtown. Yes.
Nice.
It was
Where
packed.
were you?
Yeah, where were you?
Well, I remember seeing you post about it. That's when when was that? What year was that?
It was a while.
Because that's when we first started, getting to know each other, I think. Because I seen you put post about it, but
Yes.
I didn't know you like
know
that.
17.
Oh, yeah, see, I didn't.
You
Come
knew
on with
me.
it. So come on with
Yeah.
it. No, come on with
Look
it.
at Tammy.
Go in the recesses of
She's
your
on
mind.
both shoulders today. She's she ain't
Yeah.
choosing no teams. Yeah, no lie. But that's a good one though.
I could.
Being able to switch up in character is hard sometimes, especially 2 roles in one movie.
Two different
Come
roles.
on, Tyler Perry.
Two different
That
people.
is difficult.
Yes.
That is difficult.
So I would have to
Yes.
say that was the most challenging.
That's good. It's good to be
Question?
challenged.
No.
Look at that.
No, next question.
Next. Okay. Well, let's talk about this.
What?
You have a new sitcom,
Yes.
and it's called Ask Aunt Lolly.
Okay.
Ask Aunt Lolly.
Okay. What's this
Okay.
about?
Now, walk us through a day in the life of Aunt Lolly.
Okay. Well, Aunt Lolly, she's like a down and out kind of person, and she's trying to get with she's trying to connect with some people to get this radio show going called Ask Aunt Lolly. And so she didn't pick the name. Her producer picked the name, so she was like, "What's this Ask Aunt Lolly stuff? Who's Aunt Lolly? Oh, that would be you." Me, it's like, okay, we'll see how this goes.
Okay.
So I have a producer who's married to this scoundrel
Ooh, that's a tough word right there.
word.
Yeah,
who is in charge of the show, and he's like a down and out drunk. Can't keep no money if his life depended on it. And so we're trying to get this show together, and he keeps spending the money. And so we don't get paid. And we're like, when are we going to get paid?
Right.
Why are we even doing this?
Right.
So it's like, I like it because it's like a nostalgia about it. It's like remember Lucille Ball?
Yes.
I
all
love
those
Lucy.
all those kind of comedies.
Lucy's
So it's
my
like
favorite.
a comedy like back in the day comedy. And I think it'll be refreshing for people to see.
I think so.
I'm holding up the
too.
picture. Ask Aunt Lolly. She brought some pictures in.
where my
She
Ask
brought
Aunt
some
Lolly?
pictures in, y'all,
Ask
from the
Aunt
segment from the
Lolly.
show. I've seen all these, but I watched them all the other night. She done gave me the exclusive preview.
Yes.
I done seen it.
Gave
Okay,
me
well,
exclusive proof it.
what inspired you and your team to create this series?
Well, my acting coach, who is Stephen Mitchell, and he's like an older Hollywood producer. So he grew up in Hollywood kind of thing. And he said, I'm going to write something for you. He said, tell me if you like it or not. And I was like, okay. And so when he was putting together the script and we were going over it as we have our sessions, I was like, I'm like, this is different. I was like, I'll try it. I'm going to try it. I was like, because I like this. So the character is kind of based on a movie that I did for him called The Dearly Departed.
Okay.
And that movie is like one of them screwball comedies. Like, so I was like, okay, so if you're gonna take the same character out of that movie and kind of give her her own sitcom, who am I to say no?
Right.
Who am I?
Right.
He was like, how would you like your own show? Hey.
Right.
Okay. Very thoughtful. Thank you very
Yes.
much.
So that's what got me interested in that.
Nice.
Isn't it a beautiful thing when you get a call to say, I wrote something for you? Mm-hmm. Like, that's so, that just makes,
that
that
makes
just
you feel special.
It makes you
Oof.
feel special, and it makes you feel like wow,
You're
I
doing
really
amazing.
am talented.
Right. You're doing an
For
amazing
somebody
job.
even
Yes.
Exactly.
To even,
Yes.
they thought about me and created something.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Exactly.
Kudos to you,
Thank
Mr.
you,
Roger.
guys.
Yes. So where can people watch Ask Aunt Lolly?
Well, it hasn't gone to editing yet because we're still filming it.
Okay.
So I think we're gonna do 10 episodes.
Okay.
We just finished up rehearsing like the second episode, so we get ready to start the third.
Okay.
So I'll let you guys know.
Let us
Make
know.
sure I send it
The
to
viewers have to
y'all,
follow
so
you
y'all
on
can-
social
y'all can put it
media.
out there.
Yes. Yes. Because I'm telling you, I've seen a few clips so far, guys, and it's very entertaining. Actually, I love to put people on the spot. Tammy, you're probably gonna kill me. You don't have to say yes, but you kind of do. It's like, no, I'm just kidding. I would love for you to. I want you to give us an Aunt Lolly moment. Just reach into Lolly's handbag, okay? Pull out the soul, pull out her soul, and just give us some. Whether it's a line that you've done before, your favorite line so far, or you just want to do a moment right now. I want to see Aunt Lolly come to life.
Okay.
Aunt Lolly.
I don't have my braids, but you know, Aunt Lolly has cornrows.
Oh yeah.
But it was a clip that I sent you that we filmed in DC.
Rap.
In DC.
Oh, God. Somebody put it out.
And they were like, just do something like, what Aunt Lolly would say. So I said, you mean to tell me, because I don't have my braids and don't have my makeup on, you guys didn't recognize me as Aunt Lolly? Okay. And see, in the show, people call in and ask questions.
Okay.
So when she gives her off the wall answers, that it makes sense to her.
Right.
Right.
But I don't know if they would give out advice like that. But so I go into a little spiel about, you mean to tell me my own crew don't even recognize me just because I don't have the cornrows? And how about this? So I'm supposed to answer the questions and ask them? Because they was like, ask a question for Aunt Lolly. And I was like, I am Aunt Lolly.
Right. What you mean?
Right.
So I was like, you mean to tell me you don't recognize me? Okay, how about this? Aunt Lolly, if your crew didn't recognize you, would they have jobs in the morning?
Good question. Did you have jobs in the morning? Okay. You gotta return to work for that paycheck.
So
Don't get
right.
mixed up.
That's an Aunt Lolly moment.
She's full of fire. She's fierce. She has great attitude.
Yes.
Great personality. She's not scared of nothing.
No,
That's my type of
not
woman.
at all.
Okay. All right, let's talk technique.
All right, technique.
What is one technique that you've learned that you will never forget or like never depart from?
Okay, I'll tell you this. When I met Stephen Mitchell, who's my writer, producer, director, and my acting coach. I met him. I looked. You know how you look on and you see a webinar. I saw him on a webinar because I kept saying I need more than this acting 101 stuff. I'm past that. Give me something I can sink my teeth into. So I was looking at a webinar he had, and I was like, that's what I'm looking for. So that's how I ended up finding out about him. And he has a book called Action Reaction. And I got the book before I actually signed up to do any lessons with him. I was like, let me see what he all about, you know. I read that book. That thing totally changed my life because he lets you know that even in acting, people are talking, and even if the camera's not on you, you have to react.
Yeah.
Even if the camera's not showing you. So when I learned that, I was like, oh, wow, okay. So react even if the camera's not on me, because you'll be surprised, because he let me know that when they go and they look at the footage later,
Right.
you'll be surprised how they will start cutting to you.
Yeah.
Because of the certain reactions
Yep.
you showed to the person you were in the scene with.
Yep.
And I was like, ooh, I want some close-ups.
Right.
Close-ups, some money.
Yeah.
So the tip is never break out of your character.
Exactly.
The whole time you on set,
Exactly.
that's who you are.
When they say cut, even wait a few minutes after they say cut, and then come out of character.
Then come out of character. That's a
Makes
good
sense.
one.
I mean, because that's real life.
Yes.
When somebody's talking to you and they're saying something, you are always reacting to what they're saying.
what they're
Nobody is just
Yep, yeah,
standing
because
there
if
like,
you were just sitting there talking and the camera wasn't on us, I'd be like, really?
right? It's natural.
It's a natural thing. But you'll be surprised when people leave it out of their acting. They leave it completely out. And so it's like, okay, reshoot it again because so-and-so didn't react like they were supposed to.
Right.
It's like,
Oh, they're
really?
so
That's very true.
focused on the next line that's
That's
coming
it.
up.
And that's what they're
you
doing.
Can tell in the face.
In the face.
That's
Your
what they're
expressions
doing.
say everything.
That's what they're doing. But
Yes.
you got to understand, if you're in
Yeah.
a conversation with somebody,
Yep.
make it natural. It's a natural conversation.
Right.
So even if you don't remember every little word,
Right.
know how the conversation goes.
Exactly.
So that even if you drop a line,
Right.
you still can stay in character because you are
Yep.
the character.
Absolutely.
Just be the character.
Yep.
Stop focusing everything around the line.
And that's the thing is a lot of people. Now there are producers and directors out there who want you to stick to the
Stick
script.
directly to
Because
the
that's
script.
what they wrote. Yes.
But there is a lot, at least that I've worked with, and I
Yes.
know a lot that
Yeah,
will
exactly.
let you do
Yeah.
improv if you're
Improv,
bringing that much more value to the character.
Exactly.
So
And if
Yeah.
you're in a production and you have to know the words, learn the words.
Yes.
Because if you learn the words, then you're still in character, and it's a conversation going on, and not you sitting there waiting for them to stop because you want to say your line.
right.
And then you're not just saying your line. Like, I
Exactly.
thought we were going to the store yesterday.
And you I'm sitting there waiting for. I can wait for her to stop so I can say, I thought
Right.
we was going to.
Yep. Well, shout out to Alan. Greenstein's watching. Miss Tammi.
Alan.
Tammy says, "Hey."
That's a good one.
That's a good one that most
is
people
a
don't
really-
think of.
They don't think about that.
I might
That's
have to.
true.
What's that book called?
It's called Action Reaction
Action
by Stephen Mitchell.
Stephen Mitchell. I'm gonna
Yes,
look that up.
it's on
Mr.
Amazon.
Mitchell.
It's like
Okay.
$14 or something like
I'm
that.
about to look
That's
that up.
affordable.
That's a good one. That's a
It
good
is
one.
excellent. That just changed my whole attitude toward acting.
Yep.
Because before then, I was doing the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta learn my lines. Okay, when she stopped, I gotta remember to say this line. And
Yeah.
it's like you're putting so much pressure
It's
on
so
that.
robotic.
Just be the character.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Then you will say what the character would say.
Right. Yep. And as many times as you gonna film it, at least 30 times, then
Exact- all different angles.
all different angles.
Yes.
Be yourself every single time. Don't worry, because
Every time.
one time they gonna get you out of that 30 times
Yes.
with the right line.
With
So
the
if you don't
right
get it
line.
right every time, it's okay. It's
Exactly.
okay. Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah.
Don't beat yourself up. Okay, so as an actress, Tammi, we talked about genres of acting, right?
Yeah.
What is your favorite one? Because it's different from watching
Yeah.
TV and film. What's your favorite? And being in it is
That's
different.
true. That's true. Because you got people who are like, they just have a knack for comedy.
Right.
That's him.
Ding,
Now,
ding, ding.
now I've been told, great comedic timing, but I prefer drama.
Me
Okay.
too.
Okay.
I'm drama all
Yes,
the
but
way.
they
But
love
I'm
some
just,
drama.
I'm naturally funny, so people
Yeah.
just like, girl, you ought to be a stand-up comedian. Mm-mm.
That's what they say about me. I'm like, well,
My comedic timing
Don't-
is non-existent, child. I am a drama queen.
I love comedy.
Yeah, I love drama.
I love comedy. See, my two favorite would definitely be comedy because it's just too damn easy. And I want something more challenging, to be honest with you. But
But see, you think it's easy because you have a knack for it.
because of the personality.
Yeah, you have a
But
knack
it's
for
only
it.
it's not easy when they switch it up.
Exactly.
There's an upcoming production where I'm playing a almost like a character that's like a wannabe thug. Like I'm a white boy trying to be black. And I'm I'm into rapping. I'm in high school. I'm into rapping. I'm into going a little crazy.
Y'all hear that?
And it's real. And it's very comedy based.
Okay.
But then it switches because it's a horror movie.
Oh.
So it gets
Gotcha.
it. So you won't know it at first as a horror movie. I mean,
Gotcha.
it doesn't seem like it is. It's a very good story.
All right.
And if Yasmin is watching, Yasmin is the writer of the script.
Oh.
She was in a film with me coming out. It's called Shriek Show.
Okay.
Oh, I can't wait to see.
But that's good. I was in a banana outfit
Oh my goodness.
the
we gotta see that
whole
one.
time.
Oh, we gotta see that.
That's a comedy too, and a horror movie. But that gets tricky, and I want to be challenged. Don't give me something that's easy. Give me
Exactly.
something that's hard.
Exactly. Because then you got growth.
Yeah. Now,
you know, areas of
drama and horror and comedy, I got that down. Drama is what I want more of.
growth. Yeah.
Now, I have learned. I'll probably say this, and I probably couldn't do it right now. I did learn my first couple years of acting to cry on cue, and I was able to do it. It's
Not everybody can do it.
but it's been harder. I feel like I'm losing it, which is
Well, you
difficult
gotta
for me.
practice it.
I
You
do.
gotta practice it.
But I was able to do it. You just keep that one thought in your mind that makes you get to that
Okay,
point,
but
and
you
that's.
gotta practice it.
I don't want to lose
Right.
it.
I mean,
I
even when
don't.
you're not in stuff, you
Yeah.
gotta practice
Yeah.
that. Okay?
Yeah.
You promise
Around
me
the
you're gonna
house.
practice it.
I will practice it.
and,
Okay,
and,
because
I
that's
will
how you
practice
don't
it.
lose it.
and your husband leaves his shoes in the floor, start crying.
How could you do it?
Oh, why would you leave his shoes on the floor?
But see, it's
I could've
also
fallen.
it's also
Oh
to me it's more difficult when I see male actors, at least for me, because obviously most gigs I'm not gonna be playing myself. I'm gonna be playing a straight male, and it's more difficult for me to envision a straight male going into tears unless of something really drastic
Really,
happen.
yeah.
For me, I'm
Traumatic.
over dramatic as it is. So if I
Gotcha.
cry, I'm gonna boo hoo, and then I look a little crazy.
Okay.
You know, they're like, "You a little extra."
Okay.
Is he really? Yes, I am. But and that, you know what I mean? Like it's hard because I envision males only crying for like someone like died or someone got into a certain situation like an emergency, something happened with their child, something more serious to where it's pressuring where you're gonna have to cry naturally, but you're not boo-hooing. You just got some tears rolling down your cheek and you're just like, oh damn man, or something crazy like that. That is where it's difficult.
Well, this is what I want you to do. This is
Give
your
it to me.
homework.
Homework.
Write it
I want
down.
you to find some monologues that are dramatic.
Do you know I never did a monologue.
Have
Really?
I hate monologues. But I'm not saying that it's a bad
I
thing.
know,
I
just
will.
need
I
you to
need
practice
to.
it.
I need
just
to.
need you to practice
That's
it.
gonna help me out.
I want you
I
to
will.
find the dramatic ones.
Yeah,
where,
that's a good idea.
Where it's emotional, where you gotta do some crying or look like
Get
you
really
about to
into
cry.
it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Do that
That's a
for
good
me.
one.
All right. That's what.
But
you,
I'm gonna be honest with you for a second about monologues.
What?
Maybe I shouldn't say it on air. I personally don't. I get why they have
Have
the.
them.
I get it,
I got you.
but I don't think that it's always necessary or should be a requirement when you're doing auditions.
An audition. I agree.
You shouldn't have to.
I
If you
agree
can
with
send in a self-tape video or do it in person in front of them,
Yes, I agree.
that should be good enough. To be honest with you, I don't even. This is just me.
Mm-hmm.
I no longer apply for castings that require monologues. I don't.
I got
That's just my choice. But
got
I
you.
also have never done one. So my thing is, I'm like,
What you scared of?
I'm not scared. But at this point, I'm like, well, I need to know what is the benefit of doing this because everyone knows I work a full-time job,
Okay.
very nice job where I would never be able to leave it for full-time acting, even though I'd love to.
Okay.
So because of that, is the opportunity worth it? Is the pay worth it? Is the opportunity and experience worth it? Is the exposure worth it for me to start something fresh I've never done and make mistakes, of course, but
Yes.
do I want to make mistakes now or do what I know how to do comfortably and do a great job at it? I can do a good ass self-home video recording,
Okay.
audition tape, and I can definitely do good in
And
person.
why can't it be of a monologue?
I don't know. Maybe I just don't know. I don't want to do a bad one. That's my fear.
Well,
gotcha.
I
and
want to know
you
a
never-
good one to do.
Right, and you never really know because to me, I mean, I've done several monologues, and I mean, that's just when I was coming up in the acting
Yeah, that's just
game.
what you did.
That's just what
That's
you
what
had
they
to
taught
do.
you.
And then it started to become like recently where they would send you sides,
Sides.
and you.
I like that.
And
To
then you
me,
can
it
actually
makes
I like
act
that.
it out from
more-
the script.
I love that.
To me, it makes more sense to send the sides.
I agree.
Doesn't it?
Because
I agree.
you get to see how this person delivers the lines,
Yes.
and you can see it's different when it's a monologue because those aren't your those aren't the words that they'll be saying
They'll be
in
saying.
your production, and
Yes.
it's not the
I see
same
that.
feeling, and it's not the same reactions.
Yes.
If you send the side to your production,
Right.
you can see
Yes.
how it's
how they
delivered.
want to handle it,
Yeah.
how they interpret
How-
the
exactly.
Snippet of
words.
your
I got
character.
you.
Yeah.
It just makes more sense
I,
to me.
And I agree 100% with y'all
Mm-hmm.
because I have seen, by me being a casting director, and an acting coach, I have seen people kill, and I mean kill a monologue.
Yeah.
But when I handed them the script,
Crickets. Hey, where's the cricket?
Where's the crickets at? That's true.
yeah, because
That is
they
so
didn't know how
true.
to interpret the words in the script, but they had practiced that monologue, so well, so they had it where they was killing.
Right.
But
That's
then
the
when
thing.
you transition over to something else,
Yeah.
like you were saying,
Yeah.
from comedy now to drama,
They might
now
not
you lost.
ready for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you lost,
Yeah.
and it's like.
Yeah.
So I understand what y'all saying about
Yeah.
for auditions and
Yeah.
monologues. I got you.
Yeah.
Got
I mean,
you.
if I went to an in-person audition and they told me on the spot to do something improv, easy, I'll do it. Maybe it's not a monologue, but to me, it's the same thing. Improv, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I'll do whatever they ask me to do. Give me one little scene and I'll knock it out the damn park.
That's right.
But
Great.
but you're right about that. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
They might study the
I've
hell out of
seen-
monologues.
I've seen
Yeah.
people do it.
Yeah,
I've
that's
seen
a-
it. And
that's
then
a
when it's
very
time
good point.
to be on set, and it's like, what?
That's a very good point.
But they killed their audition, though.
Yep.
Back in the day, I had a couple of monologues I had memorized, and whenever there was a submission to do a monologue, that was my go-to.
That was what you go
Really?
to.
I knew them. I mean, I knew them.
See?
Not only could I act them, I knew, whatever.
She brought it to
You
life.
brought it, and then, but
All
when
types,
they-
like all levels, like the comedy, drama.
no comedy.
No
but
comedy.
Remember,
like,
she ain't
I'm
coming.
not my comedic
I
timing.
think Jonah could do comedy.
I'm gonna
though.
need
I
her
did-
to work
I'ma
on
show
comedy,
you-
and I'm gonna need you to work on drama.
I'm gonna show you because I take my acting classes. I haven't been this year. I'm coming back. Shoot.
She coming back in
blank.
March, y'all.
She
to
coming
the
back to March
Actors
to the
Academy,
actors,
is where she's
like
coming.
Actors Academy. We should
Okay.
go together.
Mark
we should bring
McKinnon.
Jared.
Oh yeah, Mark. Yeah.
That's what I take my
familiar with Mark.
classes, and so he did make me do a comedy one time, and I have the side. I have the tape. I'm gonna show you. I
would
thought
love
I
to
did
see it.
horrible,
Oh,
but
my
he was
goodness.
like, "It was good."
But
And
you're
I'm
always your
like,
own worst critic. Not you,
Exactly.
everybody is.
Everybody is.
So you probably did a great job.
I don't know.
Probably. We shall be the judge of that.
I'll sign up.
When
When
we
y'all
see
having
it.
the next comedy? I'll come to that and y'all can help me out because the sister is
problem.
struggling with the
We're gonna have a little
comedy.
out the box session with Jared, Jonah, and I come to the Actors
Absolutely.
Academy.
Okay.
Yes.
And we can
Because
have
we
a
did
moment.
our last class in November was comedic improv.
Maybe we could do. I'm gonna talk to you. I would love to do an out the box
Come
special
on,
where we
talk to
do
me.
some. If the people are comfortable and are willing to do,
Oh.
some camera time, we could do
Oh
some.
yeah, we gotta do is run that.
We could
past
film
us.
some moments there, some footage for the
That
show.
would be
A live
fun.
session, yeah, for out the box.
Look,
yeah.
we got real actors, okay?
Hello.
They not afraid of no little camera.
Uh-huh.
Please.
Sign y'all little waivers
Right,
like
know,
you
so
do.
people like, I don't. How much I'm getting
Right,
paid?
right.
You know how some people
Come
are
on.
Hey, we got
Right.
real actors
with them
here in
coins
Baltimore.
talking
okay?
like coins looking like.
They ain't scared of no cameras.
Not
Matter of fact, they
today.
trying to be on camera.
Right.
Right.
The more exposure, the better.
Exactly.
So talking about being on set, what is your favorite part about being on set? Overall.
Now we talking from the aspect of me being in the scene on set, or me being an acting coach on set. Which one we talking about?
Because it could go different ways. I think let's do both, but I first want to hear as an actress
Okay.
what your favorite part is first.
Okay, as an actress on set, what I love is whoever I'm in the scene with. You know how you kind of go over it and kind of run it a couple of times so you can get the feeling and all that kind of stuff. That's the part I like because that's when that gel comes up, and that's
Yep.
then you see right then and there whether you can gel with the person
Yep.
or not.
Yep.
Like you was talking about, we had chemistry,
Right.
and that's when it's gonna show.
Yep.
So
That is the truth.
that's my favorite part.
Good.
Is when that scene and then my best part of the scene is when you're pushing your character and it makes them push theirs. Because I've seen people just be relaxed because the other person was relaxed.
Yeah.
But then when they amped it up, then the other person stepped it up.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah, keep each other. You got to keep each other on your toes.
Yep. On
You can't
check.
get lax. So
That's very true.
Yeah.
You got to, like you said, bring that energy.
Yeah.
Bring,
Oh, that's
bring
good.
that energy.
Good points. Okay, well, as an acting coach, then, what is your favorite part?
My
about
favorite
being
part
on
as an
set?
acting coach, like I said a little bit earlier, is that aha moment for a person who is like completely confused about what they're supposed to do, or but what did he mean by I gotta do this, or the character's supposed to do that, and then we go over it and we break it down, and it's like, oh, now I got what you're talking about. That's my favorite part. Because then I know they can go in and kill it and feel comfortable killing it.
Right. And it also has to feel really good that as an acting coach, you're seeing, well, it's kind of what you just said, but you're seeing everything come to life. And you just see that growth, especially if you see them come into auditions where they're a little bit more nervous, hesitant, but you give them the opportunity because you see something in them. And then you see how much that grows from day one of auditioning to day, who knows, 90, whatever, of the production. And you see how they got from A to Z.
Yes.
And just took their step every step of the way.
And it's so funny, because going back to that intimacy class we had, when they first started it, they said, how many, we're on a scale of 1 to 10 where you think you are as far as your knowledge of how to be intimate on set. So, some people was 1, some people was 2, some people was 10s.
Oh, wow.
Some people was 7s.
There's some freaks.
And so once they took us through everything, shout out to Miss Rosalind Gaines and Monique Banks. They taught that class.
Okay.
And so at the end, it was like, okay, now where do you see yourself? It's like everybody saw themselves as 10 by the time we got to the end of that class.
Okay.
So it was like you could tell that they then embraced the comfort of. Because, like you said, a lot of people are so scared, so nervous. Oh, my God, I got to kiss him. I got to touch her. Is it okay if I touch you here? I don't want no lawsuit. It's
right.
Like, so that's why
true.
you need, intimacy
coaches
on set.
Very
to be
true.
able to take you through that.
Very true.
It's stuff that people never thought about.
That's very true. That's very true.
Okay.
I do want to switch gears really quickly. I want to talk about something that you're doing right now.
What?
Yes.
What are we going to talk about?
So a series you're filming called Black Oak.
Ooh!
So just tell us a little bit about the series and about your character.
Okay. Black Oaks is written by Rosalind Gaines, and she wrote this. I'm telling you, she wrote this like 10, 12 years ago, before anybody knew anything about web series. And what's Tyler Perry's Have and Have Nots and all that, before anybody knew anything about that. And BET was looking at her and was interested in the series. And but some things, the funding fell through and all that kind of stuff. So she kind of put it on the back burner. And so by us teaching the Actors Academy together, she just happened to mention it in the meeting we had. I was like, oh, yeah, you need to pull that out because we need to do that. We need to film that. So she pulled it out and said, okay. I said, so what is the story about? Black Oaks is about 3 wealthy, rich families in Maryland.
Oh, wow.
And 2 of the families have old money, which is, generational money. And then 1 family has new money. They won the lottery.
Okay.
Luck.
Old money, new money.
Luck, right? So, of course, the new money wants to fit in and hang out with the old money. And the old money is not having that.
Oh, wow. Sounds like some tension moments.
So, there are 3 heads of households.
Wow.
Like I said, 2 are old money, 1 is new money. So this series is going to show how rich people act when they clash. And I don't want to say too much about it.
Don't give too much away.
It's going to be something else.
Well, what was
Y'all
given was
y'all gonna
enough.
see this thing going to burst on the scene.
Yes.
Y'all going to be like, what? Where did I hear Black Oaks? Yeah.
So, do you know where and when the series is going to premiere?
She wants to premiere it, I believe, this fall.
This fall.
Okay.
So we're filming it now. She's got 10 episodes, and we're filming on the weekends. And I'm telling y'all ain't never seen stuff like this.
Oh.
This.
Well, when money gets involved,
Right.
trust me, it gets a
So
little
my
crazy.
character, the heads of households that have the money is 2 men and 1 woman. and the woman is my daughter. It's played by by my daughter, and she's kind of in grieving right now because her husband was killed along with my husband. They was on a train and a train crash, and so she's been like the last 5 years kind of out of it. Where I'm like, I'm gonna need you to get yourself together because we got money to make.
Right.
And I can't have nobody moving in on you because you weak right now.
Right.
So y'all can kind of tell the kind of character I play.
Authority.
So mama
yes.
don't take no mess.
No mess, especially
And
when
she
money's
ain't
involved.
having nothing come
Oof.
past her unless
Right.
she see it all.
Oh.
Oof.
So I sent you a post of some scenes that we shot because we were shooting. We were in a limo, and we went down to the airport because my daughter was flying in from the airport. Me and my daughter. So I was like, everybody was like, "Oh, I love that gray wig you're wearing," because I do play an older woman, and which is a feat all in itself.
Right.
So I'm playing somebody like 25 years older than I really am, But her name is Denotha. And Denotha don't take no mess.
That's definitely an old name.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, Denotha.
Yes. Denotha don't play.
She don't play. She
So
sound
you
like
not gonna come at her and try to take her money and think you gonna live.
Uh-oh.
We'll
So y'all
definitely,
get ready for Black Oaks.
We'll definitely make sure we tune in to that. Black Oak sounds pretty crazy and intense. Now, Tammi, we actually are out of time, so we're about to head out. Make sure you give out your social media to everybody so they can stay tuned.
Alrighty, on Facebook, I'm Tammi, Tammi Rogers, Rogers. On IG, Instagram, I am actor Tammi Rogers, and then I have my own on Facebook. I have my own Tammi Rogers actor page.
Yep.
So hit me up, y'all.
Make sure you guys check her out. She's got a lot of upcoming stuff, so make sure you hit her up. Watch
one
out.
more thing. One more thing. I just finished shooting is a movie called Life Goes On, and it's by Edwin Maker Jr. and the cinematographer is Jeremy C.Y. Butler, also known as Jay Sykes. That's going to be awesome. That's a movie called Life Goes On, and I ain't going to tell you what happened in the movie. I want y'all to see it. I want y'all to see it. But that's coming up this summer. Also, Roosevelt has a movie premiere that's coming next month, and it is at Hoyt's West Nursery Road on February 15th at 12 noon. It's a matinee show of a movie called No More Bully Zone.
No More Bully Zone.
And then we're going to start filming part 2 of this movie.
Oh, perfect.
In the next couple of months. So
Nice.
yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Tammi, for coming
Thank
by.
you all for it.
We really appreciate it.
I
Great
love
job
it.
on all the hard work.
Yes.
Keep it up.
Yes.
Looking
Yes.
forward to seeing more.
I love
Yes,
it.
yes,
Yes.
I love this entertainment field. I love it.
Absolutely.
fun.
It's a whole different world. And thank you all for tuning in to Out the Box Radio Show each and every Thursday. We really appreciate it. We will see you next week.
Smooches.
Bye. Hi, Jared. Bye, Jared.